Today we are at the Greenwood Corridor. It is it's a little place that's run along the old railroad tracks through Painesville. You pretty much have to search for it to find it. Came across it on a Metro Parks website one day. It's almost 5 miles from one end to the other, so it's a nice 10-mile round trip. Our particular house, it's about a 20.
I screamed what during the beginning of your thing?
Just so you know, the microphone's on and I can hear everything you're saying.
Okay, good.
So, you're Karen, and I'm Bob,
Yes.
and this is the Greenwood Corridor.
One of many of those runs, walks, and rides that we do.
And I gotta say, one of the cool things is that this is the first warm day. It's what, May 15th, 16th?
Something like that.
Something like that? 17th, yeah. This is the first honest to God warm day we have had all year, I swear.
It's starting to feel like summer finally.
Yes, it'll feel like summer just in time for us to leave and go to New Zealand in the middle of winter. It'd be awesome. So, there you go. First part of the corridor, you have to cross these little roads a couple times, then you get to a largely uninterrupted spot. So it's a little bit uninteresting at first.
If you're from this area, if you do the 10-mile or the 20-mile drop, it does hit this as part of it.
Yes, and it's really kind of cool because the reason they call it the drop is that it's largely downhill. It's a
Coming from Chardon.
yes, it's a good first 10 miler, and I'm glad I did it because it gave me some confidence.
While we were training for our half marathon, we did the drop.
Yeah, we like mentioning that half marathon an awful lot, don't you? That was 2021. Been a while.
Yes. You stopped running.
I stopped running. Karen does run. I saw her run just yesterday. Almost killed her, but she did it. Nah, she's been doing pretty good. So are you going to do any 5Ks or 10Ks when you get to New Zealand?
Probably just to say that I did one over there.
Just so you can get your medal? What if they don't give medals?
That'd be sad. No.
That'd be sad.
Honestly, I'm not really into the races as much as I used to be. I'm more into just running on my own because I will never get as fast as I used to.
Truth. Yeah, I liked running. Once we hit about 10 miles and we started going beyond that, that's when it stopped being fun for me. Just because the amount of time you had to spend training doing it.
Right.
The 5K is a nice comfortable distance. Usually if you can do a 5K, you can do a 10, stretch it out. But beyond that, it starts hurting. Okay, we're coming up to a spot where the corridor was unfinished because of some funding issue way back in the day. So you actually have to ride on the main road for a brief moment. And Karen, you said you wanted to get something to drink. Want to go in here? Food Mart, and there we go. Ice water, and there's also a taqueria here. I'll tell you, one thing about Painesville, if you don't know much about it, it's got a pretty decent Hispanic population, and they got some really good food. Skateland, I forgot all about that, yeah. What are these skate parks still left? It's fine. I hear you. They have boiled peanuts. Well, what do you know? Okay, back on the road. Yes. You have like a 30-foot range. Can make a right-hand turn over here on Liberty. and then we'll be able to get back onto the actual corridor. And yes, we get to go ahead and pass by Republican Party
Which
headquarters.
is the weirdest thing ever. Can you tell the short?
Boo hiss. Boo hiss.
What'd you say?
Boo hiss.
Ah,
Yes.
it's amazing how many of the tripper signs have gone.
Yes, we've noticed that. The Trumper signs have come down. Huh.
Anyway.
Anyway. Well, anyway.
Painesville, nice little.
You know what? Painesville is, it is. It's really kind of quaint. I don't know. I like it. And make a right up here at Frederick. And then we will get back onto the corridor. Like I said, they built this alongside an old railroad track that used to go through the center of town. They had funding to go ahead and run it totally, the complete run. But for whatever reason, this little bit of land, they never developed. They used to have signs that said it was coming soon, but looks like they're down. Yeah, we'll have to make a little trip down to Middlefield, do that full length thing into Geauga. That'll be nice. One of the reasons we found the corridor here is Geauga County has a really beautiful, long bike trail. And that's about 10 miles south of where we live. And this corridor allows you to connect about 3/4 of that way. That way you don't have to contend with traffic. You still have to go through some streets to connect the two, but it's not nearly as bad as, you know, doing the 20 mile the whole way without without having access to a bike trail. So it's kind of nice.
Also the Turkey Day 5K that the Y puts on comes through parts of this.
Oh, that's right. It does. Yes. That's the part we forgot. Remember when we did the 5K
During the pandemic.
during the pandemic and they canceled it?
No, they didn't cancel. They did it virtually.
That's right. They did it virtually, but there was still about 20 of us who showed up.
Yes, to do the run.
And we had to remember the course by heart because it wasn't marked, of course. And I missed the corridor as we were running, and we ended up having to run an extra, probably mile.
That was fun.
Well, we were in shape, so it really didn't matter at the time.
Yes.
The mile was just like, it's a little long, right? No biggie.
Yes, we ended up in downtown Painesville.
Yeah, we went to downtown Painesville.
That was not okay.
It was like, I think we're lost. But yeah, you can take this, you can take a trail that goes all the way from Fairport Harbor Lighthouse all the way to Middlefield. It's a solid 25-mile drive. And I'd say 80% of it is bike trail. And the parts that you have to go through that are streets are not horrible. Now this section we're coming up to, this is the longest stretch of pure bike trail with nothing in the way. And there's a parking lot here. It's at the corner of Liberty and Ravenna. And this is for people who just want to access the last about 3 miles of the trail. This is what most people think of when they think of, oh shit. I probably should pay attention to what I'm doing. Well, that's one for the blooper reel. I was paying attention to the wrong light, and instead of paying attention to the light that impacted my lane, I was looking at the cross lane, and I almost got took out. That's not good. So I have to wait on Karen. I know. I kind of was just talking about how that's one for the blooper reel, about how I should pay attention to my actual light and not cross traffic light.
Yeah,
I almost got took out.
Yes, I did not follow you.
Yeah, that was wise of you. So once again, we find out that Bob is notoriously not good at multitasking.
Absolutely not.
Karen has my navigator everywhere we go, because the second we get involved in a conversation, you can just forget it.
It's going to be scary in New Zealand, that's for sure.
Can you imagine the very first time we have to ride on the wrong side of the road?
Oh, God.
And I'm just like, oh God, Karen, you better pay close attention. I'm gonna die. I know I can't wait to bike around Auckland.
Yes, that's going to be fun.
I've done a couple of street views through some of the areas, and the bike trails look pretty solid. Looks like a fairly bike-friendly city.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take our bikes until...
Yeah, we're going to have to ship them on the container. Yeah, we're getting a container, or not a whole container, a couple pallets on a container. And it takes about 3 months to ship the stuff, but it's reasonably priced if you do. So the bikes are going there. Wouldn't normally waste our time, but both of our bikes, we like them a lot.
Yep.
I know I like mine.
And they're worth keeping, my biking.
Yeah, they're both good quality bikes. We like them a lot. They work for us. So we're going to pay to ship them. I have explored so much on this one. I can't wait to see what the rest of the rest of Auckland looks like. Feeling the burn? Eh? Yeah, the heat. Are you complaining about the heat now? We haven't had any quality heat the whole year. I hate it.
Part of the reason why I want to leave is like the cold here lasts so long that you just get a little bit of the heat and then it's cold again.
Yeah, we've been paying close attention to the weather over there. Keep the app on the phone for about the last year to get an idea of the ups and downs. And from what we can tell, Auckland winter is like fall in Ohio. Goes down to about 40 in the evenings, about 60 as a high. And in the summer, it never really gets much above 80, 85 with about a 60 low. So mild summer, and the winters are more like our fall, our spring.
They do have really bad UV. But
And the UV, yes, they have, I see the UV warnings, and, whoop, stop. They often go to 11. I don't know how you get to have an 11 on a 10-point scale, but I looked it up, and sure enough, there's an 11. And they get 11s all the time.
we'll have to wear lots of sunscreen.
Something to do about the hole in the ozone layer over the Antarctic that kind of creeps over to New Zealand every now and then. So everybody wears hats. In fact, the school uniforms for the kids require hats for them to be able to go outside. Yeah, the corridor over here is gorgeous, and in the fall it's even better.
Very pretty.
You get all the colors. This scene right here is worth the trip all by itself. So what other places do you want to go visit before we leave?
Well, we gotta do the gardens.
Cultural Gardens, I totally agree. I like the Italian one. Is that your favorite? Do you go to another one or what?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I like them all. They're kind of cool to look at. The West Side Market.
Yes, hopefully maybe next weekend. We'll see. That'll be fun. Get some of that 10 times horseradish.
Yes, that was fun.
Maybe we get some roast beef to go with that. That would be good. I don't think we need to cruise through downtown.
Nah, that's not really
Doesn't
okay.
mean much.
We gotta go to Chili Peppers.
We got to go to Chili Peppers. Yes. Yes, Tommy reminded us about Chili Peppers. It's this taqueria that's in Euclid,
185th.
185th Street. Been there for
Is
quite
that
a while.
still Euclid or is that Cleveland?
I think that's actually Euclid. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. Maybe that's Waterloo still.
I don't know. It might be Euclid.
Could be. I always think of it as Euclid. But
It's on the border, that's for sure.
absolutely. Some of the best burritos you'll ever have.
They are the original Chipotle. Better than them. But
100%. Yeah.
They were out before Chipotle.
And some heroic memories associated with that.
Yeah.
Remember you getting into a traffic accident there?
Yep. Well, not an accident. I just kind of scratched another car in the big
Driving a
orange
truck.
That was fun.
Oh, now it's going uphill. And then we get the big hill at the bottom of this one.
I got you into bike riding and then you took it over and went crazy with it.
Is it my fault?
No. I think it's great.
Well, that didn't you? You got the bike because of triathlons, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, because the bike I had was not a good bike for.
No. No, that granny bike was not good for triathlons. You'd have been laughed out.
Yeah. It was a nice bike. It's just one of those.
Yeah, it was a beach cruiser.
Yes. I needed something that was able to go up hills and not kill me. So, that's
Well, I like cycling because you can kind of lose your mind in it before you realize that you've gone 10 miles. And you burn some real calories when you start hitting, 10, 15, 20 miles.
I have mixed feelings.
No, I get it. I know you prefer the...
I feel like you could do less with running. And
Well, that's
burn
true.
less calories.
Running, you do burn more, but the problem is for me, it's such a mental challenge to run. With cycling, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to make it to that stop sign up there. And then after that, the next stop sign.
Oops, sorry.
Excuse me. I guess we are out of shape. We're getting passed by people.
I'm going slow because of you.
Karen says she's going slow because of me. That might be true.
It's definitely true. So he didn't tell.
Wow. Well, she definitely is faster than me. This little bit is cool because you get to go over Route 90. And there's Chair Factory Falls. Never actually been there. Keep passing by, always say we're gonna go, never bother. Karen is definitely faster than me.
Checking my phone.
She's just sitting by, watching a movie, waiting for me to catch up.
Did you hear me talking?
Oh, I can't hear you. I don't have like earphones to hear you. So if you did talk, it has a 30 meter range, I think. So we'll find out in post-ed.
You were breathing. I'm like breathing so hard. I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna think I'm dying.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that last little bit is quite the incline.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna almost fell trying to find you.
Like I said, the one cool thing about the corridor is once you make it to the top of the hills at the end, you turn around and come back, and it's downhill at least half the way. You can access the cemetery over there. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't see anything of it.
It's coming up here, less than half a mile.
Are you going to record on the way back, or are you done?
I'm going to record on the way back, but I'm going to do a time lapse,
Okay.
so you get the whole thing done like in 30 seconds without no audio. Yeah.
That way I can listen to music.
Yeah, you can do that if you want. So this is the southern end of the Greenwood Corridor. If you go east from here, you can then access County Line Road. That'll get you over to Geauga County. So I'm going to do a time lapse on the way back to let you see the whole thing really quick. So I'll see you in a bit.